There we go. Now we're back. I don't know what is going on with that, but I see that audio quality problem detected on there. Appreciate you for telling me that. And we are back, plugged it back in again, so hopefully it will. Alright, we are plugged back in here, so I don't know what's going on. I guess just don't touch the microphone. I don't like it. But as you can see, we are going to have a penalty on that and see which way this penalty goes. Either way, the ball will move back up to near the original line of scrimmage. 2nd and 11 now, 3rd and 11. Thank you for joining us if you are out there listening, whether it be on YouTube or MSHSAA TV. I'm not sure if I'll do everything on MSHSAA TV, but see what the quality looks like on the video. And the Tigers will recover that fumble, though. However, Battle will keep the ball. They get 12 offensive plays. So Tigers coming out strong in this ball game here. Or this, I guess, set of the ball game. Kind of a volleyball setup here. Union won the last one 2-1, 2 touchdowns to 1. If you're questioning the 2-1 score there. It was not a 1-point safety and a 2-point safety. And big stop by the Tigers on that. And officials in there taking care of that, making sure they calm down a little bit out there. This is not a time when we get thrown out right now. So Battle lines up the back behind him here, but he's going to throw this downfield. That is caught by Battle in the end zone for a touchdown. Let's see if we got that touchdown here. I believe I did.
Battle with the 40-yard bomb.
It's a good pass on that, faked with the running back and caught it right there in running stride. Good catch on that. So Battle will take the first lead here. First points for this matchup. And again, I had a schedule brought up and I have not read it yet. So we're going to do what I was going to do. We're going to read the schedule. Tigers will host Carthage Tigers on the 30th. And then week 2, they will travel to Republic Tigers. Week 3, they will host the Willard Tigers. And then week 5, they will travel to Neosho to face the Wildcats, not the Tigers. Still a lot of cats, though. Someone let the cat out of the bag on that one. Then they will host the Ozark Tigers. And then they will face the Glendale Falcons on the road for the 3rd year in a row. And then they will face the Nixa Eagles at home. Last year, a team they would have faced in districts. And then Kickapoo again at home after that, the Chiefs from Springfield. And they will finish the regular season off on the road at Lebanon with a foe that they know quite well. If you notice, there's no Camdenton or Rolla on that schedule, the first time in many years. Had a talk with Coach Pitts, and, you know, a little disappointed about that, but Coach Pitts is going to play one of these teams here. Columbia Battle is in that conference of his. So Coach Pitts, great person to talk to there. Didn't get to see him coach a lot of games, unfortunately. Had a lot more of the Shore family, but no Shores, no Vernons out there. We do have a Wilking, though. Carl Wilking, the assistant here. He is assistant coach. He's part of that state championship. There we go. That works so well to start out. And now it's just doing whatever it's doing. I got a cable not plugged in all the way or something. Big hit by the Tigers on that. And good stop by Waynesville. It's still 1-0 battle here, but the Tigers looking good in this. They have a turnover. Can't give them a point for the turnover, but they have a turnover. And pass by the Spartans. That is incomplete. Now looking ahead to softball here, we are going to bring you all the home softball games this year with the exception of one. That is the game against Dixon, so we will not have that game live. But our first softball game will be the 5th of September as the Tigers host the Webb City Cardinals. And then the Willard Tigers will play the Tigers on the 12th. And then the 16th, that's the Dixon game. Then the 19th, they will play Carthage. And then the 24th, Nixa. And the 26th, Rolla will come to town again to face the Waynesville Tigers. Get to welcome the Bulldogs back to Tiger Town again on that point. And short gain, 2nd down. And then they will finish the season off on October 3rd with Lebanon, and then at home with Central. Of course, there's road games on there, but those are the home games that I'm covering there. Their first game itself is in the Morrisville tournament on the 30th. And then they will travel to Neosho on September 3rd. And looking at some of the other sports here, Tiger Soccer, should have a game at the end of the year for you on soccer also. And he has a lane. If he can get around it, he's out of bounds. He is short.
Ball is on offense now on the south end of the field.
And the boys soccer team, they will play at home on September 3rd. Their jamboree is the 26th at Fatima. That's just outside of Jefferson City. But they will face Carthage in a battle of the Tigers. Then they have a road game at Poplar Bluff. Then the 13th and 14th, they have the Parkview tournament where they'll face Joplin and Springfield Catholic. Sorry about that. Camera did not move when I didn't move it. if you don't move it, it don't move itself. Then they have a couple home games against Webb City and Rolla. They travel to Republic. Home games against Willard, Camdenton, and Nixa from the 26th, October 7th, and October 8th. There's that famous sun that I love so much here. So lots of Tiger sports here. You got middle school football on Thursdays. I actually have not looked at their schedule to see what their schedule looks like. I'm sure it is just as tigery, I would bet. And I'm going to bet we got some rain coming down outside. And the ball's moving forward here, so Battle's going to get some better field position. I don't know if I've got the... I'm pretty sure that noise is coming from outside. That's not my setup, because I could hear it audibly. And Tigers prevent the touchdown. And the ball's loose. Tigers get the ball. And looks like we're going to swap sides. Tigers will head to the offensive side here. We're going to take a quick break. We'll be back after this. All right, back here. It is the second half. Tigers with the ball first, and a lot of yards on this. Big first down pickup all the way to the 25.
Touchdown, Bulldogs. Hayden the Express, Emory in the end zone.
And Rolla on the other side picking up a touchdown, doing a good job on their part. Little thundery storms just to the south of us there, but don't seem to have a whole lot of rain coming down here in Rolla. At least radar, there's storms. With Missouri, you never know. Currently 1-0, Battle on top, but the Tigers have had two takeaways from Battle. And down the middle with the ball, Tigers. That is a third down coming up for Waynesville. Again, I want to thank everybody here, and be sure to follow us on, I don't know if you can follow on MSHSAA TV, but all right, we are back again. I apparently made a mistake at touching the microphone. So, that is a turnover by the Tigers. They will get the ball back, of course. Each team gets 12 offensive plays, 12 defensive plays. Tigers pass. That is tipped, nearly picked off high on the tip, though, fortunately for Waynesville. And again, next week, join us. Couple jamboree days. We have either softball or volleyball on Tuesday. Then we have the Dixon Volleyball Jamboree on Thursday. That will be against Plato, Dixon, and I believe Bell might be part of that. I'm pretty sure Bell is. And we're going to rotate some players into this offense here. Jamboree is a great time to try out some players. See who's good at what, who surprises you. Because you never know. Of course, Rolla High School stadium in the background there. It's one of the older stadiums left, but one of the nicer stadiums still in this. Really, for high schools, you don't see a lot of this anymore. Most have outgrown these days. Of course, Waynesville still has the old stadium. It's the middle school stadium now. Ball's loose. And it's going to be ruled down. I'm assuming that would have been a turnover either way, possibly, or a sack. But this is a time to work on that, get those bugs out of the way. Then following this, it'll be Rolla and Waynesville to finish the night. Of course, all these replays will be available on Allen Hilliard Sports. They just may be a few months here. That ball is back. That's going to be a turnover again for the Tigers. Also forgot to mention one of our new sponsors, Home Plate Grill in Dixon, Missouri. Best burgers, best grilled cheese. I mean, they make pizza there. Awesome place to get food. Check them out. I can't tell you what street they're on, but they are downtown and turn to the right. You can't miss them. Believe me, there's not that many streets in Dixon, Missouri, so you cannot miss them if you just go downtown past the bank. But they are supporters of Allen Hilliard Sports, the Dixon Bulldogs. Also, Gan Johnston, a big supporter of Allen Hilliard Sports and the Dixon Bulldogs. Stop by again. Just stop by, turn left at the train tracks going into Dixon, and check her out. She's right there next to the flower shop in the doctor's office. Tigers on their feet. Big pickup. They're going to be short, but either way. Nope, they did get the first. Tigers showing some good offensive movement here. This group, not the varsity group out there either.
Touchdown, Bulldogs! Hayden, Easy Money, Emory.
And then again, we'll be in Richland tomorrow from Richland High School. Orange and Black Bears as they host the conference foe Stoutland Tigers. And then the Vienna Eagles. That game will be at 8 a.m. We'll be done with that a little afternoon, so hopefully you join us for that. I'm sure everyone's up at 8 o'clock on a Saturday.
And if everybody wants a selfie with Dwayne Miles, he's up there giving lessons on how to take selfies. Appreciate you, Dwayne Miles. Always.
So score still 1-0 here. We've had 2 turnovers for the Tigers. 2 turnovers for Battle. So those turnovers have evened themselves out. Looks like the other side is done. And a little bit of wardrobe malfunction here on the Tiger side, but it is being worked on. Also Friday nights, check out scoreboard guy Guy Newcomb and Missouri Sports Network on the Friday Night Scoreboard Show. That'll be starting next week. You know, coaches can call in, talk about their games, have all the scores across Missouri. We're going to have some more scores posted for you. I believe we're going to have Rockbridge football, and then we got some more sports that I'm probably going to, more football teams that I will probably share over the next few days here. I have to zoom in a little bit here, zoomed out a little bit too far, but we'll see what happens with this. Union with the handoff first, short gain up the middle, second down. Won't be putting downs on there because I'm also using a soccer scoreboard. But Union in the black, Tigers in the orange, of course. And pick up for a first and then some. Out just around the 20.
Quarterback sack for the Bulldogs.
So first down on that. That will advance Union here. It's 12 offensive plays, 12 defensive plays is how things work with the Jamborees. And Union, I formation here. Runner in motion, twins on the opposite side, pass to the opposite, that is caught and hit out of bounds for a short gain. That'll bring up second and short. This will be the only time we are here this year. We will not have a trip to Rolla this year or next year due to some changes in the scheduling. Instead, we have a cat fight to start the year. We're going to play one of those cats anyway to start the season. I believe Republic is on the road, so I believe it might be Carthage. I don't remember. But there are several cats in the new COC, so we're going to play one of those cats. That game will be in Waynesville. Our next broadcast for football will be on the road. That will be in Republic, as I said, just outside of Springfield. Also, road games will be against Lebanon, and then a long trip down to Neosho, Missouri. And there's one more road game. I just don't remember which one it is at the moment. But we only have 4 road games this year. And then depending on districts, we will have the district football game.
First and goal for Union.
But join us at Waynesville High School. We'll be there Friday night, 7 p.m. for some Friday night football action. Of course, Friday night football sponsored by Security Bank of Pulaski County, your hometown local bank. Since 1940, a long time ago. Get rid of that, made a boo-boo. There we go. The angle here is not the best, but do our best to make it better for you. This is the first set, and that is a touchdown. That's a touchdown for Union. So Union will start off with a touchdown here. You can see the Rolla High School in the background. I didn't have my replay set, by the way, so we won't have a replay of that, unfortunately. So we'll give Union 1 point on our lovely scoreboard there. And we'll be live on Tuesday. It'll be the softball or volleyball jamboree for Waynesville and Rolla, along with a couple other teams. Just depends on, haven't decided yet. And depends on what teams participate in that. We had some issues on Thursday. And this is going, that's a gain, but not really going anywhere on the play. Short 5-yard pickup on that, maybe 4. And that'll bring up second and about 5. Then we have some Dixon Bulldog action later this year. This fall we have some Frisco League basketball action, of course, like we always do. Frisco League Sports, one of our staples here. That is incomplete. Had it in the hand, but could not hang on to it. That'll bring up a third down. And, of course, next summer we'll have some more Arena League football action. We got some new teams in Hot Springs, Arkansas, and Eau Claire, Wisconsin. So, possibly some trips coming up next summer. Along with our Vegas semi-pro football bowl games. Join us for those in February. Can't wait for that short little drive down the road. That is thrown, and that is complete. That's going to result in a loss on the play. But once again, thank you for joining us here. It has been a pleasure, of course, as always. Love seeing a parking lot full for a football game. And this time out of the shotgun for Union. Union with the pass downfield. That is caught, and that is, I believe, a first. That's a first down. That will move the chains.
First down, Union.
So that is a first down. I'm going to check my audio here real quick. So 1st and 10, shy of the 25. Quarterback looking to throw. Tigers are there. Union in trouble. That pass is off, but that is caught for a touchdown.
Touchdown, Union.
And that is number 2 in the game for the Wildcats. Take a look back at that. And just like that, opportunity for officials to get some training in at the same time. Tigers up on offense now. So switch sides after the break there. And good running game by the Tigers. Short pickup on that, but enough to make it 2nd and short, it looks like. During the pregame, you heard interviews from 3 of the Tiger Sports to try to get a hold of the others at some point here. And again, the direct handoff nearly to the back. And that's enough for a first down. Much improved numbers for the Tigers this year. A lot of 9th grade numbers, which is good. First football game for Waynesville will be at Waynesville.
Touchdown, Battle.
And the Tigers, as I mentioned, they will not be playing Rolla this year, at least for the next 2 years anyway, if not longer. One of the oldest rivalries in this area, but something that things change. And again, another handoff. Good ball movement by the Tigers. Not a lot of a gain, but it's going to be 3rd down and short. Something the Tigers could really do is if they can work this ball movement in, they could really run these games and control the pace of the game. And again, this looks like it is enough for a first down inside the 15, about the 14-yard line for the Tigers. If you haven't been to Rolla here, they have a brand new gymnasium in there, and that is very nice. And Tigers in striking range now. And with that, the Tigers are going to walk their way into the end zone.
Touchdown, Bulldogs!
And at the same time, the Bulldogs pick up a score on the other side. We're going to take a look back at that as the Tigers work their way back to the front here. And completely fooled everyone on that play into the end zone for the touchdown. So once again, you got 12 plays on offense, 12 on defense. We want to give a special thank you to Security Bank of Pulaski County for bringing you the Security Bank Friday night football game of the week. Tigers again trying to get past the corner. This time, good stop by Union on the outside, possibly a first down saving play. That'll result in a loss of 1 or 2 on that. Try to get some schedules found for you here. I don't need a Cricket app open. And that pass is incomplete. Good play by the receiver and by the some reason I can't get the app to open, or the website. There we go. Just didn't want to cooperate. Union still on top, 2 touchdowns to 1 right now. Tigers still trail. And penalty flag will move this ball forward. 3rd and 5 coming up. And you may have noticed we do not have Capital City listed this year. That is a change that, well, I guess they are up there with their neighbor, with their brother or sister school up there, Jefferson City, in their jamboree this year, I believe. Of course, a good opponent though. Haven't played them in a regular football game, but played them in many other sports. It is currently 4th down. And tomorrow, since I know you all are going to be up at 8 o'clock in the morning, join us for some Frisco League softball action. We'll have Stoutland, Richland, and Vienna coming to you from Richland High School. Change to Rolla, but we're going to change now. Rolla is this maroonish color, it looks like. And the Tigers are up first. And I want to remind everyone, Security Bank is a proud sponsor of Friday Night Football. So our game of the week every week is provided by Security Bank, and it is always the Waynesville Tigers. Except when they're at home, then I'm working the chains. Just a heads up, the camera next to me is a little bit crooked. If anybody needed to know that. Also a new sponsor this year, Bank of Crocker, supporting the Waynesville Tigers. They have locations throughout Pulaski County. Be sure to give them a call. And another one of our sponsors in the past that we had, Bank of Iberia, supporting the Iberia Rangers in their Final Four run this year, on the way to a 28-0 season and a state championship down in Springfield. Great thing to call there. One of the last games that Connor got to call, thankfully, to finish out the season. He is probably doing some Park Hills football tonight with Jamboree-wise. So if you're down in those areas of Park Hills, whatever they are, I think they're Rebels or something like that, be sure to keep an ear out for him or stop by and say hi if you're around. It is also the 3rd set. And I want to thank Rolla for allowing us to be here tonight. Once again, beautiful stadium here. It's one of the classics that you really can't replace. I mean, there is I wouldn't say nicer stadium, but there's a bigger stadium just down the road on the same street at Missouri S&T that will seat a lot more people than this. However, it does not have this feel. On Friday nights, this place is packed.
Touchdown, Union.
And my camera looks crooked now, but it is fine. Crooked cameras are fine. But I want to thank everybody for joining me tonight and for watching here. It has been a pleasure. That run going nowhere, short gain. These two communities, even though they are separated by 20-some miles apart, give or take, district-wise they are not separated that far, but oh, back here again. I guess I got a loose plug somewhere. And as you can see in the background, the lovely scoreboard here at Rolla High School. That is, I like that scoreboard. That is nice. And you can check out the S&T Miners also. They have some football coming up. They're part of the Great Lakes Valley Conference Division II football NCAA. And then the Missouri Tigers again, expecting to have a good year. Handoff down the middle. That is just short of the touchdown. I do apologize for the angles here. They're not the best to film from. I was assured that Republic has very nice facilities in a few weeks, so we'll be sure to be there to give you those as the Tigers face the Tigers. And that is a touchdown, Waynesville.
Touchdown, Waynesville.
And what makes it even more fun, the first game of the season, it's the Orange and Black Tigers facing the Orange and Black Tigers to start the year. First week it is Orange and Black versus Blue and White Tigers. We got some Red and White Tigers. We got some Tigers and Wildcats and Yellow Jackets and Falcons and Chiefs. Oh my. And then back here again on this side. Had to fix something. That is caught for a completion here. That's going to bring up second down for a short gain. That angle is a tough one to get a hold of. And no trips to Bolivar anymore. Bolivar part of the Ozark Mountain Conference. They left with West Plains, Carl Junction, Branson, I believe Hillcrest, and Marshfield for that conference. There might be another one I forgot, but that's most of them nearly picked off. But I also don't have any rosters. This is a jamboree, so the numbers generally don't match in the past. Tomorrow's softball, they should match, hopefully. And that handoff in the middle, nowhere to go on the play. Once again, we'll be live at 8 a.m. at Richland High School. Bears will face the Stoutland Tigers and the Vienna Eagles. Then Tuesday, we'll have a Waynesville Rolla Jamboree. I'm not sure which one it is yet. But after that, Thursday, we'll be in Dixon as the Dixon Bulldogs will host the Plato Eagles and the Vienna Eagles. Or no, the Bell Tigers. Just remember, there's always Tigers and Bulldogs and everything. Just accept that. That's just the fact. Everyone's a Tiger, everyone's a Bulldog. Programs here. I supported a booster club today. I could say it is a Bulldog, by the way. But again, your support goes many ways to the booster clubs. They support all those sports, as I'm also a cross-country coach at the Dixon Bulldogs up there. So, as I mentioned, you're always a Bulldog or a Tiger. Unless you're a Bolivar Liberator, or one of those schools is also a Bobcat. You don't see many Bobcats. I still have yet to see a possum as a mascot. I would love to see someone make a possum for a mascot. I would love to see a school district build 2 schools and have one as a raccoon and one as a possum. I would think that would be awesome. Good spirit section over there for the Rolla fans. The back in black attire, it looks like. So Rolla trails Waynesville by 1 right now. And that ball was loose. Interesting play. It is still Rolla football. Good recovery on the play. Good defense by the Tigers on that. So as we get down to the final plays here, I do want to thank everybody, thank all the sponsors, especially our newest one, which we've had for a while there, but I do want to give a thanks for the Home Plate Grill. I mean, if you're in the market for a burger in Dixon, you can't find a better burger. You can get waffle fries. That is a reception by Rolla, but is that a touchdown? That is not. That is a first and goal. And Del Garza is going to pick that great catch up there for the Bulldogs. As I mentioned, grilled cheese is amazing there. Simple directions to get there. Turn left on Main Street, and then they are either the first or second right, but you can't miss it. Trust me, you won't miss it. If you turn by the old butcher shop, you went on the wrong road. But again, thank you everybody for supporting us this year, and I want to keep the Wilking family in our prayers also, as they're going through some things right now. And also the Lowe family, as former Tiger Chris Lowe also passed away. And with that, Tigers or Bulldogs will pick up a touchdown. And let's take a look back at that as Rolla able to do that. I love the graphics on that. We are knotted up at 1 apiece here. Rollo looking to pass this. They're going to get a great pass off. That is incomplete. Beautiful route on the play. Just could not get the pass right on the line. Just a little bit high and wide. As I mentioned, try to support your local booster clubs or your schools however you can if you would like to, as it does help the various sports get everything from uniforms to new facilities. And that is caught. That's a first. That is inside the 20, or at the 20.
First down completion for the Bulldogs. It was like a touchdown for Battle.
Battle scored a touchdown on the other end over here. Battle's battling it out over here with the Union Wildcats. Wildcats trying to claw their way back. Rollo looking for the go-ahead touchdown. They're going to get it. Rollo's going to go up 2-1. They'll pick up a victory here in this, but good showing for the Tigers. Let's be fair where the ball's going here. And we want to make sure. Want to thanks. Oh no, it's still there. I don't know what's going on with it, but it says Allen Hilliard Sports right now. There we go. Want to thank Security Bank of Pulaski County though for being our football sponsor. Big supporter of not only Waynesville Tiger sports, but Frisco League sports. They help to support the Frisco League basketball tournament. If you have never seen it, it is a 9-team tournament that is amazing. That is held every year at Lakeway High School. It used to be on Fort Leonard Wood and at Waynesville High School before that, but amazing facilities out at Lakeway. That is the neighboring Waynesville school. They are co-oping with Richland for soccer this year. And they will face the Tigers. That is incomplete. Nearly caught it, though. Good catch. Or good attempted catch, anyway. This is not arena football. You can't keep it and take the ball home. I don't know how they do it in those games, but they give those balls away. I never got one, unfortunately. But if you are around the Springfield area, check out the Ozarks Lunkers playing at the Ozark Empire Fairgrounds Wilson Logistics Arena. Back again next year. Also the Kansas City Goats. I believe they are... I think they're going to play at the Sprint Center next year. I'm not completely sure on that, but they're going to figure something out for next year. And I believe that is it. So with that, we are going to end it here, 2-1 Rolla over Waynesville. But thank you for joining us. It has been a pleasure. We will see you either volleyball or softball on Tuesday. So have a great night. We will see you later from Allen Hilliard Sports. And we are not giving you the dance-off. Heenan there. Clock is not right, but I will fix that. And that is back out to the 25, returned. I believe that might be Kelsey. Kelsey Jr. will pick up one. And on third down there. That is a first down on the play for that. And Tigers, they're going to, that ball's loose on the fumble. Is it going to be? Are back working again here. I don't know what's going on with the audio. But pass down the middle. Glendale caught. That's a first. And again, another first down for the Falcons. Both teams come.
Quarterback, right up there.
And that is down the middle, about to the 10. All right, I think I got my audio kind of figured out. It's kind of low, but we'll be all right with that. And again, down the middle, that ball dangerously coming loose. And again, this time trying the same thing, a handoff in the middle, in the blue and red. We want to thank Security Bank. This is our Security Bank football game of the week. And that is over to the Falcons for another. And we are spread out in about every chance to pass. That is a sack on the quarterback. Big. Clock's still running here. Halfway through the quarter. We are still scoreless, but that is up. Officials, that is good. And the Falcon touchdown. And this kick is up, but it is way out of bounds. This will go out. Appreciate everyone for joining me here. Sometimes you get technology issues. This run is going to be handoff here. No pass option in the play. And back to Kelsey Jr. He's going to the left up the middle. Hopefully not that trip to Joplin, but it is possible. Be doing the quick kick though. And we are now back in the kicking formation. And Castro with the kick. And that will head out of bounds. And that is a caught to the tight end, I believe. I'm not sure if that was the intended split receivers. And this is not the run option. This is a pass down the middle. That is too much on it. So again, 3 receivers on the other side. They're going to hand it off this time, and the Tigers are not going to be there. That's going to be enough for a similar play. We're just going to do the little Y on the PlayStation. Ball's loose. Tigers they don't get it back. Starting at 9 a.m. with some kindergarten through 2nd grade fun, and then we'll have 3rd and 4th, 5th and 6th, and we'll end with kindergarten. But we are back here again. It is 1st and 10 for the Tigers. Down the middle option. Penalty flag coming in. I may have been wrong on that. Back to Kelsey Jr. Kelsey Jr. He's going to pick up enough for almost a first. There we go. And again, Kelsey Jr. on the run for the first. Chain crew. Tigers, a little bit of a shift here. Looks like they're going to run to the right, inside instead of the right. Defense is there for it. We're going to see what's going on here. Again, this is back to Moss. He's trying to do something. He's going to run, and he has a decent pickup on the play. It's just having a bad day. And Kelsey Jr. Tigers line up this time. That is a direct snap back there. And that might be the last play of the quarter here. Try to draw something out of it. And that's what we're going to do. And that's enough for a first down. And this time Kelsey Jr. in the backfield. He's going to pick up a short run. This comes from the break there. There was no penalty, by the way. That was a timeout. Penalty might have been from before. Joshua is going to get caught up in the backfield. This is second and a lot of going to happen here. And the fake handoff. Tigers have room up the middle. Not enough yards. And again, I want to thank Security Bank of Pulaski County for doing this. A little, I call that a little X handoff there. A little cross or counter. And Kelsey, he has room. He has a first. Tigers will convert. And he's going to make it out of bounds. We're going to about not that situation, but one of these situations that they were talking about. This gain down the middle is going to be for a do something here. And the Tigers, they're pushing their way to the end zone. Did they make it? We don't have a nope. And on third down for the Tigers. Down the middle, we have extra point anyway. Kick is up. It is, I believe it's good. It is good. That is 7-3. Just like that, Tigers are up over Glendale. You're watching how this works out. Tigers, big advantage, especially if they can go into halftime here. That ball is on the ground. It was a live ball. And quarterback, quick little pass, little drag route, yard touchdown off a play like that. And going back pass down the middle, that is caught. He has a lot of green grass and one Tiger that can catch him, and that is a touchdown, Falcons. And we're going to have a penalty out of that. Something did not happen right there. Again. That is blocked. And that ball is still loose, but you cannot return that in high school. Otherwise, that would be a touchdown sponsor. Replay sponsor was by Chris Pills Basketball there. And this ball is somewhere back there. We're trying to find it. It is way back there. Tigers are open. They have room. This might be a nope. Glendale will pull him. We're going to see what the plan is down the middle. And Kelsey Jr. is going to pick up about 5. Do my best to keep up with that. And hand off the other way. That ball's loose. Glendale football. And just like that, the Glendale is twin receivers on both sides looking for the pass. No attempt at the run downfield. That is caught. And that's a big pickup. I'd say look for a similar pass again right there. That is caught, this time to the outside receiver. That's a first down, just short of the goal. And again, I'd say look for that pass. They're going for it opposite direction. That is caught, stride all the way to the end zone. Touchdown, Falcons. Curl inside. Nope, they're going outside. No one there. That is number 3 of the Falcons. And Belt is Glendale kicking off to the Tigers. And we're going to start from just past the 30, 1st and 10, into inside to the right. And Most is going to go to the right for a short. And Kelsey Jr. this time. We got a penalty flag at the end of the play. It would be 3rd down. Go in the first half, and the Tigers are still hanging in there with the Falcons, but they need a score here. Kelsey Jr. on the run. He's going to make it past the original line of scrimmage, but it's going to be 3rd and about 10, it looks like. And again, the Tigers Line up, looking for the pass. Pass is off. That is not caught. Glendale will get the ball back. The clock is stopped. It's a punt. Ball's loose. And Castro, that pass is up. Is it caught? I'm trying to get again. 1st and 10 Falcons with 3.5 minutes to go. That is passed deep. Anyone there? Tigers with an interception. He's going to fall on it, but 3:24 to go. That is the 4th turnover of the ball game. 2 for Glendale, 2 for the Tigers. And again, this time the play's going nowhere. Schools for basketball, the smaller schools, 9 of them compete in 26 games over that week. It's an amazing tournament, reaches well over. One guy's moving, one guy's not. And Kelsey Jr., clock under 2 minutes to go. Tigers hand off again. Nope, Moss is not going to hand it off this time. And this will bring up seconds left on the clock. And the clock, the Tigers, this might be a first. The clock is going to stop with, as you can see, my confused clock down there. But that will send us to halftime here. And you know what? 2 scored on, and that was Glendale that recovered the 2 that were scored on. Eventually would score, pick up some points. This ball is loose. It is in the hands of Glendale. And we're going to have a 1st and 10 to start this. Triple receivers for the Falcons. And we are going to the solo receiver on this side. Tigers can't get the stop. That's a 1st down. We want to appreciate them. Thanks, Security Bank, for our Friday night game of the week. And right now, Thursdays are becoming our Thursday opposite side of the field. We got one over here by the bleachers. And the quarterback's going to keep it this time. A lot of room. And again, Glendale looking to pass. They're going to pass. Nope, quarterback again. Newberry once again is going to pick up down in Pocahontas there. Good luck to Pocahontas. That is back to Newberry again. He's going to stick with it with a 1st down out to the 20. Should probably update that. And looking back, this pass this time, that is off target. That would have wound up being 2 receivers possibly here. We'll see where he's going. He's going back over. Little swing pass. That is caught. That's a touchdown, Glendale. And that will make it 24-7. We're going to take a break. We'll be back after a word from our sponsor. 24-7. I don't know why it says 37 for Waynesville, but it's still not the right score. However, we'll try to fix that. Figure out why. In Canadian soccer, by the way. And it is raining up there, which we need the rain. And Moss is going to pick up a little bit. 24 viewers. That is pretty impressive. And the Tigers have momentum. Can they get through the defense? They're going to pick up some Ozark, by the way, so they're not too far away from us. Take a trip. You go down Highway 60. You can go a couple. See if it will work again. Not this computer, but my Windows computer. It's kind of tasty, though. Just a 1-yard gain by the officials. They might get points, but the rest of these scores have been Glendale, just plain Glendale offense. Both teams there. Perez Lawn Care. You got some grass needs taken care of before it gets too late. Check out Perez Lawn Care. Tigers, I don't know why it's doing this. And this is not going to be a 1st down for the Tigers. Glendale will take over. We'll be back after this word from our this time. So flipping it, and quarterback didn't see it. He's seen a hole, and he's going to pick up a few yards on the scramble. Check us out tomorrow night, or tomorrow afternoon, starting at 9 a.m. And this is enough for a first for the quarterback and then some more. So that's another first down. Pretty impressive. First and 15. Glendale back for the catch. Nope, quarterback going to keep it. And once again, down the middle. And again, down the middle. This time that is number 9. Receivers, 2 wide. And a short little dive handoff. Not going to pick up. And movement on the line. We're going to see who this is on. Official has an idea. And Glendale right at the 15, looking for the pass down. That is caught, I believe. And a little toss play, sweep over to the right, up inside the 10. Flipping the offense here. I would say look for a pass. Nope, this is down. I believe that's Lockett going down the middle again. Jacket Nation version, or you can watch the Allen Hilliard Sports version. And that is, no one's going to hang on to it. I think the Tigers. And again, same receiving setup, pass down to the corner. That is walked in. And the kick's up. Kick is good.
Trevor Heenan with the extra point. Your score. Glendale 31. Waynesville.
All right, back here. Kick is up. That's a high kick. And Tigers will fair catch it. Looks like between the 20 and 30 later in the year at districts. Either be on the road at Ozark or big hit on the play. And your team won. Give the scoreboard guy a call. Send him a message. He will tell you how to get in the show. And that is caught. We're going to... Had a bunch of players in the way, but... And this will be a 4th down. Doing a great job of broadcasting their game against Joplin. And this ball is just going out. Try to figure out what's causing that. If not, I got a whole nother setup that I will figure out how to work. Down 18 seconds. And we're going to have a jump. Tigers are going to blame Glendale. We're going to see who the officials blame. They're the ones that are here now. And I don't know what's going on with my clock, but we'll fix it here in a second. Don't worry, it's still running. It's just... Pass down the middle. That is caught. Number 6, I believe. Big pickup by the Falcons on the play. Let's see if I can find some more scores here. And on 2nd down, not a lot to gain. We got some scores that popped up on here. And that is caught for a touch for 3 points. 3-point conversion, not a thing. Extra point is good, 38-7. Tigers scored, but since then it's been all Glendale. Up big. We're going to get some score updates going here right after the Tigers return this. And we're going to 48-13. Those are district opponents there, so Nixa will be the #1 seed in the district. I don't foresee them not being this ball game in the 3rd quarter. And Kelsey, nope, that is Most. That's the 1st down. A lot of yards on the pickup. All game 13-7. You never know some of these matchups here. You got some upsets this year that shouldn't have been upsets. And this is deep. And can't hang on to it there. That is a good pass on the ball. 14. And the ball bobbled a little bit. Most is he going to run for it? Well, he's going to lose yards on there. They're not going for it. They're going back for the kick now. And that ball, somehow that ball got out of there. Wherever the ball went, it is out of sponsors. If I have forgotten to mention you, I do apologize there. But, again, thank you, especially the Dixon sponsors that help make everything possible. Gann Johnson Insurance. Eat amazing sandwiches there. Second down. And Glendale might have a touchdown here. Nope. Tigers, that's a touchdown save that ball game. And another first down for the Falcons. For all your score updates, interviews with coaches. And that little screen pass is caught. And that's going to be another down there in Carthage. So a win by Joplin would guarantee the number 2 seed. Number 3 seed would go to... Their district includes some teams that many people know. And this is a touchdown.
Touchdown, Falcons.
And the kick is up. Kick is, officials look up. It is good. 45-7. And 45-7. It is still 21 to, well, Camdenton is still losing. They're part of this district though. So a win here by Glendale would give them a little bit of bonus points, but they still sit near the bottom. In Osage, it's all Osage, 35-8 now. And the little option pitch is good. Kelsey Jr. is going to pick up about 2 yards with that. All of our sponsors throughout the whole year, whatever sport you supported there. I know there's been many. We'll be live WYF. Josh Way is going to pick up a touchdown here, though. That is a big score, untouched to the end zone. Carthage Joplin game to lead into this game anyway. And that kick is good. That'll make this, that'll stop the running clock anyway. 40. And we are back here again. We have the onside kick. We're going to do this again. 4:55 in the 4th. That ball's loose. Tigers have it. Waynesville Tigers come up. Cash Newberry. He's only a junior. And the Tigers are still on their feet for the first. So they're going to gain quite a few yards on points in a row. I believe 35 in a row. They might have had more than that. But that pass is downfield. That is caught. And that is with the time here. Tigers can pull this off, but they can... Oh, we're going to have a penalty flag on this. It's also Lebanon Jacket Nation. You can check out that game. And Moss back to near the original line. Apologize for the flag thing there. And then the kick is back. And up. It should be good. No, it was just off. Off on the... Alright, back here again. Squib kick is... I don't know what happened there. No one went after it. The one guy in the backfield. And down the middle, Glendale, he will be tripped up right about the 30. One each in the first half. And good defense by the Tigers on that. So that will not be a positive. Bank of Crocker, your local Pulaski County bank for over a century. That is picked off. Tigers are going to score a touchdown off that. And they are not going to score a touchdown. And penalty flag. that ball is going nowhere. That is second down. And the Tigers nowhere to go on this third down.
Michael.
That'll be next week. That game, once again, on Tiger TV on YouTube, Facebook, and Channel 12 TV. And fourth. Pass. That is picked off. That is what I was mentioning you don't want to do. But Tigers will run Glendale out. And that will do it. That will end the ball game here. It's been a pleasure. Thank you for joining us in high school. We'll see you tomorrow morning at 8 a.m. from Waynesville Middle School for some kindergarten football. Getting a head start. But they do have to wait for the kicker. And that kick is up. The sun is there, by the way. That sun is bright, and Neosho, that's going to be a big first down for the Wildcats coming out of the shotgun. And that ball was dropped. Quarterback's going to pick up a first on the play. And that's a first down for the Wild to recover the ball. And again, this is over to Welch. Welch has room. That's a first down out of bounds for the win, though. But they've had some close games and came out close. And again, another pass. And that's going to make this 21 yards passing already. And about 3 or so. And we're going to have a 2 or 3. And this is handed off to Welch. Welch will pick up a first and then some. They're not wasting any time in the play. And again, the same play, delay handoff. This time, nowhere to go. They're going to quarterback boot, or nope, we're going to do this one more time. And Welch is in the end zone for a touchdown. Beautiful stadium here. We are on the high side of it, but a very nice. And that is through 7-0 ball game. We're going to take after this, brought to you by and Wildcats with the kickoff. That is Joshua. Was in the backfield. And that is to Kelsey. He's going to pick up a few. And he's still stream's doing okay. He's still got video going here, but not sure what's going on with that, but we'll do the best we can. And again, running down the middle. That is, and the Tigers looking to, this is going to be to the left down the middle. And a decent pickup on the play, 4 yards. And back to right, direct snap, and they tackle in the backfield. They're going to give him, we'll just do what we can. Keeping an eye on Lebanon and Camdenton also are coming up. And again, Kelsey Jr. with the run, third, and has been all Waynesville Tigers running the ball so far. We haven't had a pass yet. Pass is on the ground. Is it Tiger football? Now we're going for the kick. And that kick is up. And your sports. And then Post Pawn Shop, another sponsor of the Waynesville Tigers and Frisco League Athletics. And they're going to hand it off this time. This is going for the pass. That's a first. And again. And the quarterback keeps it. He's trying to throw. That is caught. 45. Patterson, first down, still on his feet. 20 yards, 25. 30-yard pickup for Patterson. And little reverse off that. And that's another first down for the Wildcats.
brought down. Ball is loose.
And and Yosho looking for the pass. They're going to pass it. He is in the end zone. Is that good? That is caught, but he is out of bounds. Replay sponsor, Chris Pills Basketball. And out of bounds on the... And again, Wildcats down the middle, handoff, touchdown. This a 14-point game with the extra point. Extra points up. It is good. So with that, we have a fork here. It is ready to kick off. That is kicked back inside the 10. Return room, but a minute to go in that first quarter. And Kelsey up, I believe Kelsey in the backfield. And that... And the ball is, I believe he held on to the ball. The Tigers are not kicking. They're trying to draw an Yosho off. We're going to have a whistle. See if that's on the offense or... And Tigers step back for the kick. Castro up. High kick. Trying to figure out where it's going. Out of bounds. And the Wildcats fake the handoff. Passes complete. That is a first down and some more. And again, another forward with 10:15 in the second quarter. And that pass is incomplete. And again, looks like the same setup. And again, that time, that is just out of reach. And we're going to pitch this. No one is there on the defense. Still on their feet. Wildcats might have a touchdown. That's a touchdown, Yosho. Point. Kick is up. It is officials looking, conferring. It is good. So with that, we have a chin update from Rolla. Or from Mountain Home, Arkansas. And Fuentes with the Joshua with the return. He is up to the 30. And looking for the pass for the Tigers. That's a handoff. That's a sweep. And Joshua picks up. And handoff to the backfield. And I believe that is... We're going to get progression here. Issues with buffering, but... And Leland Wright is going to pick up. And handoff. And that was a fake to Kelsey there. And again, Kelsey Jr., he bowls his way down the middle. That's a first down. And caught back up again here for you. Mess up there, but we'll get the clock fixed in a second. And Leland Wright's going to, that's a touchdown, Waynesville. And Tigers going for the extra point. That'll make this a 2-score ball game.
It is up and it is good. Make it 21-7.
So 21-7 here. Tigers on. And that kick is deep. It is returned. And that is past the 30 to the... My automatic clock doesn't know what's going on. And that is incomplete off the turf. This... We got my hotspot working. There we go. That is caught. Big pass. Big first down. Not been happy. And Wildcats handoff. And the quarterback will not give it up eventually, but it's third issue they've run into with the Tigers. But Tigers have it here. Can they stop him before the line? He is out of the shotgun here, looking for the handoff. They're going to keep it. This is kept by the quarterback. First down. 7-6 now in Camdenton. So the Lakers have scored 2 field goals in that ball game. Close one. And then handoff down the middle. Welch. He's already scored 3 times. He's going to be stopped on this. For 9:30, I believe. That ball's loose. Tigers have the ball. And 10 for the Tigers, deep in their territory, 121. And nowhere to go, though. The defense was on to a little bit of clock management going on here. Ball's loose, though. That is not what they wanted on the 1. And that's going to be pregame a little bit for you. Hear from Coach Barkley earlier about last week and this week and a few other interviews. And Waynesville will fall on first down. And Joshua, that is a... And we are back here for some... I don't know what happened with my video, but my frames have just completely died on me. First and 10 for the Tigers. And that's a pickup as help, so whatever happened, my scoreboard camera is not happy. And that's a defensive stop by Neosho. No gain on the play. This is going back to the quarterback, reverse down the middle. That's a first. Joshua picks up the first down. And for the... Seeing if we're going to hand this off to the back. Yes, we are. Nope. Castro keeps it. And Wright is going to pick up a yard on the play, maybe 2. Here's looking like the pass, but they are going down the middle. Big pickup on the play. That is enough for... Roll with it and keep on going. And look at the pass. That pass is off. Can't get the pass. In motion, looking, handoff. Nope, that's a pass. That is incomplete. And that might be live, but they're going to call it dead. Half, 14-8. And that is on the ground. Incomplete. So third and like they are... We're not passing this, are we? We were passing this ball. And there's the defense. Way back there. That's a 15-yard difference. We might have had a penalty. This is going to be on the Tigers. You don't lose a whole lot. You give the ball back anyway. And, well, that's going to be... And a little toss to the running back. He's trying to get some room. He's got a first. Oh, he doesn't have a first. Defensive play to stop that. However, this is going to be the first down here. He has room. He is on his feet trying to get through 2 Tigers. That is a out of bounds game now and 1 receiving touchdown. And the quarterback can take it. That is Spivey. That is good. Kick is up. That is no good, I believe. Did it? That is good. So, and good kick down here near the end zone. That's going to kids. And that is the Tigers. Michael Kelsey with the pickup. So we'll see how that goes being on the other end for the Willard Tigers, and right through the tackler. And again, Castro to Wilson. Half 14-8 over Camdenton. And Wilson, he's going to pick up a few more. Timeout, 3rd and 5. Out of the Wildcat. Back to Kelsey Jr. again into the game. That's a first down for the Waynesville Tigers. And Castro will keep it instead of give it to Kelsey Jr. We got to keep the ones healthy that we do have. That is the bread and butter here. And Wright is going to do the inside reverse on this. And that's going to be another short gain on the play. And really, start wearing them down. And the ball came out. I believe it's still Tiger football. But, and Tigers, a little bit of motion there. They're going to try to get the protection. And with the stop, ball here and help support things. Message me. We can make something work. Again, check out Perez Lawn Care. And Tigers, he's pulled backwards. And the Tigers looking for a sweep. That's down the middle. Kelsey Jr. And that is Tigers. I mean, it's not that hard to do. Kick is up. Kick is good. And for that, 35-14. Waynesville make it. Hall of Famer coach, former Waynesville Tiger coach. We had a whistle, but we have another whistle. And again, what are we doing here? There we go. Now we get the ball kicked. It is somewhere back there. It is way back there. It's being returned, though. Wildcats have room. And Neosho all the way to the 45 of the Tigers. And with the catch, that is caught, but that is a loss on the play. Nope, never mind, that's the center. And pass in the backfield again. A little screen play that is no good. And looking back pass, that is caught. That's a first down and some more all the way out to the 26-20. And the handoff out of the Wildcat formation of that time. And that pass is caught. He's got nothing but green grass in the way. Patterson up to the first down. Going to back to, and that pass is a touchdown, Wildcats. Kick is up. It is appears to be good. Sign is good. 42-14. And kick out of bounds. I don't believe it was touched. And down the middle, Kelsey Jr. with the big pickup. 2nd and 2 coming up. 8-yard gain. Got a ball game left right there. And that is a reverse. A little bit of inside reverse, but... And that's what they're going to do. And just through the seam, Castro with the... Again, we'll have 2 broadcasts next week for the high school. That will be softball, Nixa on Tuesday. And on 2nd and 8, it is the Tigers. That is a reverse on the handoff, but Wright is going to lose the... And that is caught by Wright. Hurdling, which is looking at some scores. Hey, we changed our scoreboard for some reason. And that's going to bring up a 4th down on the... And Keyshawn Roan. Oh, he has room. He's got a touchdown. First play in the game. And that is a Wildcat touch. Oh, there's a heater down there. Again, handoff, trying this again. This time the Tigers are there. Number sandwich. Check out the dog patch there on Highway D and 28 on the way to Dixon. That pass is incomplete. That'll bring up third down across from the hardware store. And going back, Tigers broke the line. Quarterback in trouble. He's going to throw it. This is caught at the 40. Ball dropped. That is number 7. That should. Freshman game will be back down here. And Kelsey Jr.'s got room. He is tripped, but he. And out of the Wildcat, back to Kelsey Jr. He is going to pick up a second and short. And again, thank you all for watching tonight. Tomorrow, join us 9 a.m. We will have youth football. That's a first down for the Waynesville Tigers. They got some concessions there tomorrow. Hand off to Joshua. Going the other way. He has a touchdown, Tigers. A lot of good practice coming out of this. Kick is ace long. That is no good. But just called it a squibber. I don't know what a squibber is, but you know what? That's what this is called now. And the squib kick, it is alive. That is Tigers defense trying to stop. And this handed off. Nowhere to go. That is second down. He's going to pick up a couple on it. And Roan down the middle. That's going to be short of the first. Second down and Roan with the. And on first down, we're going to have a delay, I think, over Webb City. And we're going to take a knee here, so we're not going to take any timeouts. And that is going to be our final score once the clock runs out. We are out. Have a good night. And welcome here to Lebanon High School here. And that ball's recovered by the Waynesville Tigers here. I will check the audio. Line up here. That ball bobbled in the back. And nowhere to go for Wilson on the play. Weak varsity Tigers. And that is handed off. I believe them to show your support, go down, open up an account. That ball is loose. And officially. And the punt is up. It's going to be a short. Nope, it's going to bounce and pick up all the way to the 50. But out to a very good team. They could cause an upset. Lebanon in motion. And that is to the back. Up in Dixon. Waynesville Lady Tigers with volleyball. And just like that, Lebanon Glendenning will pick up the touchdown. LEB TV on YouTube. You can check them out. Also doing a great job. They have an amazing drone shot there. And we are back again here. Waynesville Tigers. Joshua nowhere to go this time. And handoff. That is reversed. That's a touchdown, Waynesville Tigers, if he can get up there. So 2 plays in a row. Those are touchdowns. Just like that, the Waynesville Tigers. A 1-point difference if this is made, but the kick is good. And with that, wait. And this kick is not a very long. They kind of, they're changing up a little bit. This is down the middle. Nowhere to go down the middle. And this is again down the middle. Nowhere to go. We have a pack of Tigers on the stop right there. Look like number 36 either way. Same difference. And down the middle. Nope. He's going to. And that line is getting ready to push. And it is down the middle. That's a first. And some more. All the way to the 45. And looking back, that is deep. It wide open, just out of reach. And coming up. Lebanon again, this time handoff. And again, looks like straight down the middle. Nope, we're going to do a toss this time. And outside the numbers, still moving on the play. Yellow Jacket for basketball if you're a coach. And this is, ball is on the ground. Couldn't get it handed off to anyone on that 6-yard loss.
In that wing T formation again, here's the snap.
And this is down the middle. And again, the Yellow Jackets. Big touchdown for Lebanon. And a run. This time we're going to have a extra point. It's up. It appears to be good. And we are off on the kickoff here. It is back all the way to the goal line almost. Joshua, he had momentum there. Big stop by Lebanon. Tigers line up in the backfield looking for, it's going to be a pass. And this is just out of reach by a couple yards. And again, this is a sweeping play. Nowhere to go on that. In the first 14-7, that pass is, that's caught. And we are going for the pass on this on 4th down. Up the middle, that is caught. No good, it is dropped. And that pass is caught by Lebanon. And under 4 minutes in the quarter, this is handed off. Glendinning, nowhere to go. We have a flag come in. We had a flag after the initial flag, which is, well, either way, it doesn't matter a whole lot on that. And this is going to be a touchdown, Jackets. So just like that, Lebanon is again into the end. It is back. It is kicked. It is up. It is, appears good. Officials will call it good. An echo coming from somewhere. I will figure it out for you once I figure it out where it's coming from. I apologize for that. Joshua will return this. And Joshua's got room, but he will be taken down just. And Tigers motion in and out. Handoff down the middle. And that is going nowhere. That's a 2nd down. Let me turn it down here. Maybe that'll do it. Tigers looking to pass here. Sorry, trying to figure out my audio issue I have there. Incomplete on the pass. It is 3rd down. 4th down. And good punt for the Tigers. It will drop. It has a good friendly roll on that. Back inside the 40. Will help things. And Lebanon again. This time the Tigers are there. That is number 4 of the Tigers. But we're going to see what this pass is. Looking back, this is a pass. That's a short one. And Glendinning, he might have another touchdown again. He has room still. He's going to make it all the way to the 25. That's a 1st down. Game of the week. 22-7, Lebanon on top. Again, the pass. He has room if the ball can get there. And we got the fake here. We're going to do a little X handoff here. And still on their feet, Christian. We got flags, though. And Lebanon down the middle. Nope, that is the quarterback draw on that. That's a touchdown, Jack. The one I wanted. And kick is up. Kick is good. Lebanon on top. We're going to track here again. Lebanon with the kickoff. They are up 29-7 after that. And that is kicked nearly into the end zone. And Tigers have room. Big pickup. That's a 40. Tigers, they're going to little cross handoff off that on the reverse, and 2nd, 5, maybe 4. So 2nd down. Tigers looking down. And Wilson, he's going to pick up a few yards on that play. That's enough to make this 3rd and short. But anyways, Tigers to Wright. Wright is not going to get the 1st down on the play. And the ball's on the ground. Ball is, Lebanon fell on it. That's a turnover, Lebanon football. And that is fumbled on the handoff to Leland Wright. So the Tigers trying to watch the run. That is caught. That is a 1st down for Lebanon there. It's an echo thing here. But it is not going to work this time. We are back here again. I think we figured it out. That is incomplete, nearly caught for the Jackets coming out. And this is again down the middle. Lebanon, Glendenning. So Lebanon kick up. It is, that is good. With that, 3rd and back here again, 2nd quarter. Still lots of time in this ball game. Back inside near the 10. Joshua, he's got room. He's going to out the problem with it. And this is Wilson. He's going to pick up about, going to pass, or not pass, they're going to hand off here. And this time it's down the middle, Most. And that's going to bring Waynesville Tiger football here. It's been a pleasure. I'll be live next week at Districts. That's a 1st down, Tigers off against each other. And Wilson is, he should have a little bit of a gain. He is. He's all-state running back. And Most, nowhere to go again on that play. We got 4 receivers. We're going to see where we're going. We're going to go to the tight end pass, nearly intercepted. And that. And the punt is up. That's a high punt. And that will bounce. That's a good bounce for the Tigers, all the way down inside the 15. And that's a 1st down for Lebanon. Deep. Lebanon back out, and Lebanon handoff down the middle. Glendenning, nowhere to go. Lebanon again lining up, same formation in motion down the middle. No one there this time. That's a 1st down, and then some more. I got my replay that I like better for you here. And back, Lebanon, he has room, can't get to the pass. That would have been a touchdown. That is 2nd down. And Glendenning, nowhere to go. We're going to bring up 3rd down. Throw a little bit on that pass. And they're looking for that pass. Nope, this time a little tight end drop right there. And Allen, he's going to pick up a touchdown if he can get away. Tigers able to bring him down, but
1st and 10 from the Waynesville 16. Up under center is Beckett York.
And this is pass, looking just out of view. 2nd down from the 21. Nope, it's the 16. I was right. And Lebanon able to get close to a 1st. Trying to. And sweep this time. That is touchdown, Lebanon. And the Jackets. And that is good. So 43-7, Jackets on top. So we are back here. Kick is off. That is deep. Not as deep as earlier, but at the 11, he has room if he can get through the line. He is tackled 36-yard line. That was a good matchup there. Tigers, Castro, pass caught. Joshua, he's going to pick up about 7-8 yard pass by the Tigers that time. See if we do that again. Might be Castro's going deep. And that's incomplete. That would have been a big.
Third and 3 now from their own 43.
And the Tigers hand off. Lebanon is in the backfield, though. They are going to stop this out here. 4th down coming up for the Tigers. Are going for it. Lebanon taking the timeout. That pass is up, and that is 5 yards beyond the time. Lebanon now 43-7. They will hand this off. Does he have room on the outside? He is tripped up. And that is going to do the hurry-up offense here. Clock's still running. They only have one timeout. And nowhere to get. Lebanon here lining up. This is nowhere to go. The defense is there. I would suggest we're going to punt the ball here after the. And so Tigers will have 11 something here. They're going to try to find something out of this play. And I don't think Lebanon was expecting this, but Lebanon is going to, secondary is going to be there. Play of the half, most likely. That pass is caught. Moss, but he will be taken down after a 10-yard pickup. Here coming out with the kick. Kick is off. And that is bobbled. Lebanon's going to have to fall on it. Just in. And the Jackets with the handoff here. He has room. And Lebanon's going to pick up a first and then some more. Carmelo Jackson with. And the Tigers will most likely head to Ozark. And nowhere to go. City right now, a big matchup. And we'll try to get some more COC scores here. Tigers. Christian gets away back to the. Looks like, I would say looking for the pass. That is caught. First down, Jackets. And in motion again. This time it's going to be a first for all left in him after Lebanon. And this time down the middle, Glendenning, just mentioning him, and Tigers will bring him down short of the 10. They need to get to the 4. And that pass is caught. And Christian is in for the touchdown. So that is the first Lebanon touchdown. So seeing if Lebanon decides to do the same thing here. And they're trying to get the ball thrown. Ball's loose, but again, looks like this might be down the middle. And they're going to do a fake toss. And Allen, that's a first and goal. He is short. But that is a first down. Go here, first and goal in the 3rd. And on the outside, that's a touchdown. Maybe not. That is not a touchdown. He's going down. Tigers late sub. Down the middle, that's a touchdown. Glendenning, another touchdown. So kick is back up. It is good. And 50 points. So back here, ball is returned by the Tigers. And this is nowhere to go on that. That's going to be a. And down the middle, yellow contest for Mount Vernon. Castro pass is complete. Can't hold on to it. Joshua, he had the corner and that 1-6. And this is incomplete again. That would have been a first down. On 4th down, trying to pass. And looking back, that is Castro complete, but that is. And we just had an announcement. Pizza is half off, by the way. But anyways, that is brought down. We have a JV contest here.
2nd and 11 now after that. Here's
Lebanon, that is Williams. So that's going to be close to want to be an average sponsor. You can be a rotating sponsor also in there. And Williams is a big play. That's going to be a 20. And Lebanon lines up. Ball is dropped, and Lebanon has room. This is a touchdown, Yellow Jackets. Someone made it crooked. But anyways, kick is up, kick is good. And we are off here. Lebanon, the squib kick to the Tigers. Tigers will pick up. And Tigers down the middle. They're going to pick up a couple on that play. Give them a little bit of viewership there. And the Tigers, that is all the way down to the 15. That's a big first down for the Tigers. And Tigers, Joshua, that's going to be a touchdown, Tigers. So Ace Long with the kick for the Tigers. And that ball's fumbled. Nowhere to go. That ball is down. The Tigers will face the loser of that ball game. That game is on Ozark Tigers Athletics. That game is at Kickapoo if you're down in Springfield. Lebanon will. So that was Preston Baker, I believe, was that a mystery person earlier. Handoff for Lebanon. He has room, but the Tigers are there in the secondary. And we have an outside pitch here. Nobody there. That's a first, and then some more. Last name. And Lebanon, nowhere to go this time. Williams, short pickup, but Kickapoo currently in the lead. The winner of that next game, either way, will go to Nixa. This is a first down for Lebanon. Sorry about the music there. It gets a little bit loud once in a while. In motion, handoff down the middle this time. And that's a first here at Lebanon. Ball in motion again, down the middle once again. That's a first down. Here looking for this handoff. And again, right down, touchdown Lebanon. Kick up, it appears good. It is good on the field. So Rhodes with the kick, down into the secondary line of the Tigers. Nowhere to go. Up to the fourth quarter, big lead over Hillcrest. They're going to pick up a victory. And Baker really working his way through that line. Joplin, Webb City, the crosstown rivalry down there. Another big big pickup, diving in. And Wilson, short run on that. And Baker again, third down. 2 minutes to go. And that's a first down for the Tigers. Here. 70-0 in that ball game. And again, Joshua with the run down the middle. That's gonna want to thank everyone who has helped all season here. And you know, we got plenty of basketball coming up. Get player trying to get out of there. And little reverse on that, Joshua. So Tigers will get there. Someone's playing with the lights in here, but kick is up. It is good. Well, bit of the ball game here. It is still 14-9. Ace Long, squib down the middle. Lebanon will down the ball. 64-20. Lebanon. Orange. It is the orange and black matchup that you all have been waiting for since 1981, and it is happening now. And we're going to start with a touchback here. So it is first And Republic here coming out first with a short drop. Discount off of your registration for YMCA basketball. And good defense. Thank you for joining us. I do appreciate it. We will have some just happen. Dixon coming in with the consolation, defeating and straight down the middle, Kelsey Jr. He's going to pick up a few yards on this play. Cake to kindergarten, second grade. That will be. This is going again back Moss of the field here. And nowhere to go on that. Their Tiger defense is there of Republic. The kick that we're looking for. Kick is back. And that's just going to sit there for a minute. It's going to come down around the 10. Ball, Republic's got some room. They're going to get knocked out of bounds at the 35 in the game. Both teams losing big last week, but Republic, this is wide open. That's a touchdown. And no one is going to stop him. Good effort at the end of the play, but kick is up. Kick is good. So with that, we're going to go into the second place team last year in Class 5. COC, quite a few teams in the playoffs. And this is going to come out by the 20. Tigers are going to... And Kelsey Jr. is going to get another short pickup here and this will go to Moss. We got a penalty flag. This is a first down, but this is down to start the scoring. Tigers looking to respond. And Wright's going to pick up just a little bit on third and long. We're going to see if we're going to throw. Nope, we're going to hand it off and nowhere to go. The defense was there. And that was fourth down. We are going to punt the ball from the Tigers' own 15. We're going to kick this back to Republic, and the good bounce on the play. Republic Tigers with the return on this past the 50. And McCracken's going to pick up some distance. He's got room. He has a first down out of bounds. Vanya is the one that is going to stop him on that previous play. Really coming out strong in this ball game right now. And that's a first down into just shy of the 10, so first and 10. So Republic Tigers in scoring territory, 10 yards from the end zone into traffic. He's going to pick up about... And again down the middle, that's a touchdown again for Isaiah Hall. Now Republic, 2 quick scores after trading blows ahead here. And we're going to have a 14-point ball game. We're going to hear again, and the Republic kicking back off to the Tigers. And Waynesville will return this. That works out a little better. Tigers looking for the run. Kelsey Jr. has some room. That is Michael Kelsey Jr. And penalty flag or a timeout, something out there. So sideline, the best seat in the house. Tigers to the right. Need to zoom in just a little bit here. They got 2-1. They made it just in time. Kelsey Jr. with the ball. And look at that. All the way for football here. And Kelsey Jr., this is short, but we're going to send it. And we're going to see what happens here. It is sent, and that's a first down. Maybe. That's a first, I believe, driving the field here thanks to that penalty. And a block going nowhere. The clock. Republic Little encroachment. Kelsey Jr., he's going to just about brought down. And we are back here. That is incomplete on now. A little quick kick anyway. And are we going to kick this back or are we going to kick it short? It is Republic Tigers with the ball. And Republic with a short gain on the play. And 7 now. Republic with the run. And Republic Tigers, big pickup. That's and penalty flag on the start. So we're going to have a false start. On the outside of that, handoff down the middle. Ball's loose. Tigers have it. Waynesville Tigers with the ball. We got a fairly good chance at a field goal if we have to. But Moss is, we got a flag and a first and 20. 10:40 to go in the second. And good pickup by Waynesville on the play. They're going to gain about 5 ball every play. And Most is basketball 24 for your YMCA basketball signups. Also, Patriots Day this weekend. 4th down, 4th. And I'm not sure about. And this is going to be inside the 10. The 1940s. Still their original location in Waynesville. Short pickup on the play for. They do have receivers, and the ball is on the ground. Republic still has it. I think we have 7:38 to go in the quarter. Penalty flags. And we're going to see if this is on the offense, but it looks a lot like Wayne's again looking for the handoff. It is passed instead. That is caught. Little quarterback boot play. Fake the handoff. Pretty good crowd from Waynesville over there. And again down the middle, 5 yards. Flew a little further. Ball is loose. It is down. It is a Republic and 6 it looks like. And looking to throw. And Hall's going to pick up a big first down. And looks like the play is. And down the middle again. There we go. And Republic able to walk into the end zone once again for a Tigers taking a 3-score lead, trying to tack on the extra point. Kick is up, appears to be good. And it is good, 21-0 Republic on top of Waynesville. And we are back again here. We're going to replay part of our halftime during the, or pregame during the halftime here for you. And the ball is bobbled in the back. Got a couple backs, though, in the option. But it is handed off. Kelsey Jr. And the game here out of this. Nope, maybe we're not going to have a delay game. That was a very quick. And handoff to Moss. That is. And looking back, Kelsey Jr. can't go very far in these games. And it is 2nd down, by the way, not first. And nowhere to go on the handoff. And leading 14-0 right now over Joplin. 3rd down, ball is loose. Republic's going to come away with it. And that is a Republic Tiger touchdown. We're going to see if we remain perfect after this, but 1:40. And just like that, it is 28-0. Update from Joplin, Missouri, Lebanon. And the ball is kicked off to Waynesville. Ball returned from about the 10 by right with a, well, he's going to make it down in Branson, not too far away. And that is deep. That is caught. That is a first down. inside the red zone. That a little over a minute to go. Republic looking to add to the score. And that's another touchdown. Republic with another score in the ball game here. Kick is up. It is good. That's 35-0. Is Republic kicking again to Waynesville. 35-0. Still in the first half. And we're gonna. I guess I can't. And on second down for the Tigers. And we are going to be running clock rules here to start this quarter, so the clock will only stop between scores and Tigers out of the shotgun. This is a keeper. Looks like to Kelsey Jr. Tigers need to get past the 30. Well, no, they're closer than 25 now. And Kelsey Jr. is going to pick up the first down of the second half here. But we will reschedule a game in its place. If not, that is the plan. The Lakers losing that. And Moss trying to throw. He has time. That is up. That is incomplete. Tigers this time out of the... Oh, we're going to have a penalty on this. And we're going to see if the... And Joshua's got room. He's got 3 to beat. This is a first. Makes the back cut all the way to the... So 1st and 10. And Most is going to... And Tigers again. Looks like Most is going to run again. That's going to be a big pickup this time. Public defense is real heavy on the opposite side of the field over there, but this time and short for the Tigers. And that's a first down. Kelsey Jr., he will be tripped up at the 5th on the side. And nowhere to go on that. He turned around, and there was all this weekend only for a discount on your registration there. I believe about $5, but try it out and see if you're signing up. Basketball, 3:30 to go in the third quarter. And that is going nowhere. That's going to bring up a 4th down. And Tigers. That is up. That is intercept. No, it is not. It nearly intercepted. They're lined up to pass, but they're going to do a handoff in the back. And he's still on his feet, though. He was not brought down. He's going to all games. And Security Bank of Pulaski County for covering Waynesville Tiger Sports and for do a great job. And Republic, this is thrown. That is too far downfield. There, that we can get going. We're going to punt either way, so that's going to be 2 points. I believe in this situation, no one can agree on what to do, so we're going to do this. Oh, and Tigers have it there. Back here again, Waynesville Tigers 1st and 10 after that. Still coming out with the pass. That is downfield. That is overthrown about 5 yards on the play. And I will try to find a Rolla update here if I can. And penalty flag and a bunch of where that game is this week. And nowhere to go on that. That's a loss on the play. That's 3rd and 6. And snap back. That is right with the run. He's going to pick up a few, but that's to find that game at Hillcrest. That punt is up. That's a good punt right there. That's going to bring it. It's still going downfield. Tigers are going to stop it. Beautiful punt near the 10-yard line. And Republic, they got room on the outside there. Lost traction a little bit. That was number back here again. 3rd down and short. Pass is that caught? That is not caught. And Republic punting deep in their own territory. This punt is short, and it's going to roll itself out of bounds to about the Tigers now with the offense here. Direct snap, Castro in the back. And is that Moss? Been in, so they're within a touch or a field goal. And Joshua's going to Dixon picked up a very big victory in that ball game. So ball is on the ground. Do a little quick punt there. And out of bounds around the 10. 41, Webb City 21. And Republic's going to pick up nearly a first, not quite right now. And we're going to have that's going to be, still don't have anything. Remember, after the football game tonight, if you're a coach, Tigers are saying they got the ball. And Waynesville 1st and 10 inside the red zone. And trying to get the corner, Kelsey Jr. That is a first. That is not a touchdown once again. And that's a first. Can he get the end zone? He's going to pick up a 1st and goal. And do not have an update for Willard here. We're going to have a fake in the back. That is going to be down. And down the middle. Did he get it? That is the plan here. And Kelsey Jr., he has room. Did he get it? He is close. And this is in for a touchdown. Just kind of run this out, but we never know. And kick is good. And we are back here. Tigers kicking off. And it's a return by Republic from the 10. Republic's got... That was and Republic in motion. And this is going to pop out the back. And the Tigers, they're going to go all the way. This is going to be a 70-plus yard touchdown for Republic. And 3:24. Ball in trouble there, trying to do something. We have a 1st down, though, on the play. Especially some of our bigger games in the area. And 2nd down for the Tigers. And this is down the middle. That might be another 1st, or close to it. And Republic has room. Can he beat the Tigers? Tigers get in the way. Or Carl Junction down in Arkansas. And another 1st down by Republic. Much over, 35-14. And this will bring up 2nd and 6 or 7. Going to be it for us here because they're going to... We're going to call this final. Waynesville Sports. And we are off with the kick. That is deep. That's going back. So just before the end zone. Leland Wright at the 15. 1st and 10 for the Tigers. Going to be the running back. And that's a quarterback keeper, I believe. That's Moss.
I believe that's Caden Wilson.
Maybe. Let's see who the... Did not see the running back. We'll take a look here as when we get a break at some of these teams. First, we'll start with Ozark. And Joshua, he's got room. He's going to pick up a 1st down and then some more. That's going to be a nearly 3, but Ozark. And that is Most. Nowhere to go on that play. passed up the hand last win. They have 3 losses since then.
Motion goes your shot, Josh
And
Way.
penalty flag on that.
And
Jumping
probably an illegal shift.
still and on the road at Nixa and at Kickapoo. A close game at
Here's the
Kickapoo, in
snap.
fact.
It's a handoff up the middle.
In that last game at Kickapoo. It
It
was a point at one point, but Wilson is going to pick up to about the 38 on Jacket. I believe, no, Lebanon TV or Leb TV. And this is a short on the, just short on the down, 3rd and 2. They had wins over Willard and Ozark. And this ball is down, but there's lining up again in motion. Josh Way, he's going to pick this up. This is not close to a first, but just short. And down the middle this time, nowhere to go on that. It's going to be about a yard pick pressure here. And Tigers down the middle. That's a first, and that is a big pickup. That's about an 8-yard gain on the play. So that's a first down for the Tigers. And we're going to take another look at that one as the Tigers really down the middle. Ozark not quite ready for it.
The Tigers are basically playing with their second and third string play. The Waynesville Tigers are playing with their second and third string.
So on 1st and 10, the Tigers again. This time a reverse the other way. Joshua with a first, I believe. Nope, we are close. We're about a 9, 8, spreading the defense a little wide down the middle. This time nowhere to go, but see if Sawyer Baker had enough. Well, he's on YouTube. We had a pregame that is just starting right now. We got a preview of tonight's football this week. The Tigers, so they're going down the middle. It's a Most. We have a pin they've done in the past. In motion, and the quarterback Most, and that is loses the ball. All right, back here, it is first down, and the pass is no good. So that will be second down. Was a broken play. We're in the, and Tigers defense 92 on the tackle. That is side here. See if we go that way. And Tigers are there, nowhere to go. Punting situation here, big sack on the play. Also number 8, number 51.
That punt is going to roll
and this
a long way.
Punt is still rolling back here. No one around it. Ozark will quarter. And the Tigers down the middle. And this time Wilson's going to take the run. Tigers road. It might get that time of year eventually. And nowhere to go for Wilson. A little bit of movement there. Looking like we're going to do the little X or little cross on that. Leland Wright, he has room. That's a first down for Wright, and then some. 14. 2:40 to go. And looking this time, another running play. Big play by Wilson. Controlling this ball all but like 1 minute or so of this clock. And Baker, he's going to force his way to the ball game next weekend. I will be there. And this first down is good for the Tigers here. So Tigers, and this time that is, I didn't see, that is 28 on the run that time. So Tigers to Moss down the middle. This is a Waynesville Youth Football. We got 3 championship games tomorrow. We'll talk about them.
Sawyer Baker, who is still on his feet. Oh my God.
And that is a big pickup for a minute and a half. So again, this is Hance. I think that's Hance. That is 28. That is 7 to go, still in the first half. And the pitch to, I believe, Wilson on the outside. Wilson, he should possibly this time here. See if this is going to be the flavor of This, nope.
It's gonna be a
It
handoff
is
there.
going, that's going to be 4th and short.
The first down.
And the ball came loose.
Nothing at this point.
And Wright is going to be close.
First down here.
That should be a first. He is in front of that line here, looking out of this really running formation. And again, that's Wilson. Wilson, a big pickup. He should be, yep, that much of this half. And again, this might be a first. That's 1st and goal at the 3 by a football team. Down the middle, that is good. We don't have a signal yet. No signal. Hard to see who had 28. Hance had that run, it looks like.
It was Seth Hance on the carry for the touchdown, and the
kick is up. Kick is good. So 7-0 after the Ace Long kick. So far when Ozark had the ball.
So the kickoff by Ace Long. It's a little pooch kick. It's going to bounce.
And that kick is bounced. And they're going to call it dead. He's had a pretty consistent kick. Just not a lot of opportunity. Squib kick down the middle. That ball is still loose. And that is Ozark. Good tackle by the Tigers. 41 on Wayne here. Looks like 3-2 or 2-2. And nowhere to go on the handoff. And Ozark also broadcasting this game. Doing a great job. The school district here. And another pickup here. That is a that for you. But Chris Pills basketball been a good supporter. That is incomplete. Or that is, but looks like there's the middle. The defense is not going to stop that. He's going to drag this a little longer.
Right side of the field, far side of the field. There's the snap looking to pass.
And that pass is up. That is big stop on the three receivers on the left here. We're going to throw to the left, and that is a first. Knock on wood or laminated, whatever this is. And nowhere to go on that run. And Tigers are there. We're going to have a short gain on the play, but that's going to be the right. So look for that little short pass. It's right there, tight end down the middle. That's a first down for Ozark. Twins on both sides. In motion. Skip the handoff. That is incomplete. In motion, and this time back to the back. And this is going to result in... And Tigers broke through. That pass is up, though. That is caught. That's a first and goal right there. Go. Chance to tie this up before the half. That is incomplete. The film over the Christmas break.
Second and goal here from the 8. Here's the snap. This one is
and that is way, that's over. You got to be 7 with it. And sack on the play. That's going to bring up a 51 of the Tigers or not. Kick is up. Is it good?
It is good.
Officials will call it good there. So with that, Joshua also in the back there. Clark may be kicking here. That is deep and returned by Joshua. He has room if he can find a gap. And a 20 Nixa maybe. Forgot what home game it was, but the Tigers, and nowhere to go. And this is Baker. That ball's loose. Ozark has it. And I believe the Tigers will come away with it of Ozark. And Tigers are going to send it here down the middle. And can't get him in the backfield, but we're going to have a very short gain on the play. They're set up like a pass, but they're going to go again, this little bubble. And that's enough for a first. Oh! I keep on going. So it's third down, by the way. And that's a sack by the quarterback. Big sack. I have a talk with an AD about some new chains here during the halftime, though. That is caught for a first. And first down, Ozark on the play. 1 minute to go.
Here's the snap. This was a handoff.
And this
No,
time
it's a
down.
left
Fake the
side,
handoff.
by
3
easily
Tigers are there.
down at about the 7-yard line.
And easily.
Playing some lockdown D or these defensive backs.
Tigers with the pass to the end zone. That is caught.
In the end zone.
Touchdown, Ozark Tigers. They, I believe, with the extra point. Kick up. It is, should be good. That is good. And with 19 seconds go, it is the Ozark Tigers up 10-9 over the Waynesville Tigers. And we are off here, and this is way back there. Josh Way has room, still on his feet all the way up to just short of the 40 there. One thing you don't want to do is get that interception, though. Just if you can't get it, they're going to hand this off. And that is a high tackle on the run. Supporting here. And Tigers with the kickoff. It is about the 15. And that is a big return. Ozark has a run and missed a big tackle. Missing a lot of tackles here. Out to the Nose is not happy with it, but back to the running back. That's a first. Nope, that is short. Wanting to waste any time now. That is a first down. No huddle offense here. This is down the middle. Found another hole. It is short, but that is yards right there. And running backs, I mean. Down. This time the defense is there. That's a loss of 1 a little bit. So 10.5 minutes looking for the pass. Tigers are there. That's a sack. So that's another loss on the play. Tigers here. They're going to go. They're looking to pass this. That is incomplete. And Tigers had a chance at that. Drive of the half. And on the handoff, that's a... I wouldn't call that a re... And looking at the options here, we're going to have Baker this time, and he will drag the defense. That's going to bring up third. And again, the Tigers out of the running option there. One down the middle. And right there, that is... I don't think he got it. Oh, they're going to say he got it. But we have... They're going to say... They gave him. And this time, nowhere to go. But they'll get... And again, the Waynesville Tigers, we're going to do a Moss. We got a flag on the play. Line up, split receivers here out of the shotgun. Looking back, that is passed. That is caught. That is 3rd and 15, number 12. I don't think that's right, but that is incomplete, and that is before the... And we're going to punt this away. Both teams will trade the ball off to start. And we have a flag here, but this is going to be a dead. And again, going back. That's hitting the kicker. That should be a penalty on that. Top. And Ozark going... So nothing against officials on that. Looking for the pass. That is downfield. That is caught at the 50. And looking down. This pass is caught. And big hit on that one. Again, back up to the line as soon as the chains are set. This time, handoff. Nowhere to go. Tigers are there. That is 16 this time for Clark. And this is a pass. They're going downfield. And that is incomplete. That would have been a touchdown for Ozark. And I believe we have fixed our chains or found some more chains.
He's going to run up the middle instead.
And quarterback. That's a 4th and short.
It's going to be 4th and here. Here's the snap.
Because the Tigers are going to chew this clock. That's a first. And that is 40. And in motion, not going to do that. That pass down. That is caught. First down to the 18, it looks like. Expect a pass out of this. They are, nope, they're going to do the run option this time. And the Tigers, Ozark Tigers, we have a penalty flag. First and 10, I guess. All right. And again, we're going to pass into the end zone. That is incomplete. Oh, what? And they are back here, and it may not be goal, by the way. The chains are still up.
Goal from the 3, and they're going to hand it off in the reverse jet sweep.
And
short of the goal line.
we are past the, nope, we're second. 3 minutes to go. And down the middle, he has room. That is dove in. That's a touchdown.
44 again. May come back to haunt him. Here's the snap.
Kick up. It is good. So 17-7. It's a 10-point game. First and 10 for Waynesville. This time, Wright is going to run. You got to watch those hype another game here, but right now it's looking like Tigers will be done at the end of the season here, and we have no gain on the play. Third down. Tigers third down. And nowhere to go. Oh, Moss is free. If he can get around. Or that's Castro, not Moss. Which quarterback option is going to work here? Baker in motion, but the pitch, and Ozark is there. Nowhere. No one fooled no one on that play. What option Waynesville comes out with this, and instead we're going to pass it, and that is blocked.
Here's the snap. It's a reverse to Leland Wright, and he's going to push his way up.
And nowhere to, well, he's still chipping his punt. And the kick is up, and again nearly hit the punter. And the Tigers are going to prevent Ozark, and then Show Me Candies and More. Many of these sponsors also part of our basketball coverage, and we'll have all that on Allen Hilliard Sports. And Ozark again, handoff. This time a little delay handoff. So I believe Ozark is doing his foot was way off sides, but he got away with it. And the Tigers are not able to stop that. That's a first down. So be sure to keep an eye out on Allen Hilliard Sports on YouTube. Pass is caught, and that's a touchdown, uncontested. Ball game. So extra point is up. It looks like it's good. And with that, we're going to take a break. You're watching, we're right back here again, another one of our sponsors, Home Plate Grill. This kick is somewhere back here. I don't know where the ball is. Out of a shotgun here, looking at split receivers. They're going, that is caught, and we are off again. That bubble pass nearly picked it off. They're going to run it back, but that is going to be ruled incomplete. Stack the line, both sides. And that is going nowhere. I don't well, maybe. The officials, we're just going to call this, because we all know what's going to happen. That is a first. Well, that might be a first. Yeah, it's a first. And Tigers, that is tipped. So that's on the left. And from behind, where'd this ball go? It is, I don't think any of them seen the ball. The winner of this game will play next week at Nixa. And this is passed. And there's got to be, and the quick kick is up. Ozark with the fair catch from the 39 or 40. And we are back here, 8:56. First and 10. Ozark's got some room. And big saving tackle, number 7. And we are wide on receivers here. 4 wide out of this, looking back. And couldn't get the first pass. Quarterback. I'm here. because the Tigers really a slow churning offense, and penalty flag. So this may be coming back. Even with the punt, they could still have plenty of room. And Russell is going to take off. He has room, and he will run out of bounds for the first. Missouri. And that is nearly picked off. That is not. And looking back, Ozark again. Russell's going to take it with his legs. He is not going to be a first at the half. Glendale over Willard, 25-15. And again, Russell, he's going to take the legs. That's a first. Not getting another first down. And that is complete, but that is inning right now over Hillcrest. And that is missed. First down for Ozark.
I don't think that was a catch. Tripped right this time. Here's a snap by Russell.
And handoff down the middle.
Is tackled just shy of the 15 for the Waynesville Tigers.
And Ozark again, back to Banks.
Handoff up the middle again, and that's going to be just shy of the first, but not by much.
And we may have a... And instead, this is a pass. Touchdown, standing touchdown. But with 4 minutes to go, the Tigers have to get some extra credit going in a hurry. And that is incomplete. All right, back here, and that is, boy, that is punt. That is kicked. It's in play though. And the Tigers, Joshua, he's got room, and he's gonna run into a wall. And the Tigers handoff. Wilson. 62-7 over Buffalo.
Here's a pass, and it is over the head of Rashawn Johnson.
That is incomplete, Fairgrove. And the Tigers' back pass is incomplete.
I believe it was caught by Leland Wright.
I think a little bit off on the camera there. And going back, Castro pass is picked off. Ozark has. Ozark now set 1st and 10. We are going to pass the ball. We are going deep with this. That is caught at the 20. So the Tigers line up again. They're going to pass. This is incomplete. And we got some flags on that. But Thayer, be sure to check out the scoreboard guy. Friday night football show on the Missouri Sport at Nixa next week. And that is out of the shotgun once again. In motion, looking for the handoff. It is on the move. And easily, but injuries do result. Again, handoff. And this sweep is multiple Tigers are clock out. But they still have to get a play off. That's a first. And then out of bounds. Including our Friday night football game of the week. And our final score here from Ozark High School is going to be 31-7.
Fly away. It's the first time of today.